Hi everyone, I'm Meredith and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so excited that you've found me, and if you're returning, I'm so grateful you've decided to come back and watch more. I love all things luxury. I love luxury shoes, luxury handbags, luxury lifestyle and vlogging, and if they're things that appeal to you, I hope you'll do me a massive favor and hit that subscribe button down below. Today I'm going to be doing a comparison between the 3 most commonly purchased Birkin sizes. So yes, an Hermes Birkin is not a common handbag. They're not easy to get. We see more of them now. They seem to be producing more, and certainly more offers are going out at the moment, but it's not like you can just walk into store and buy one. So I am lucky enough to have Birkins in size 25, size 30 and size 35. I know they do a size 40 as well, which I do not believe is called a Birkin. It has a hacksack name to it, I think, something French. I don't have a 40, and in all honesty, I don't think I would ever want a 40, but I'll talk about why when I talk about my 35. So let's look at each Birkin size, what fits, the measurements, and what I think of each size. So we'll start with the smallest, which is the 25. So this is my newest Birkin. This is a Birkin 25. It's in Barenia Forberg, which is the type of leather. It is a heritage leather for Hermes. It smells amazing. It smells like proper leather. I love it. And it has gold hardware. So this was my latest Birkin. I will link the unboxing down below. And this is a really popular size. When small bags became a thing, everybody wanted a Birkin 25. I'm lucky enough to have one. So let's look at it. So let's take out all the bits and pieces that are in it. So with the Birkin 25, like all Birkins, you do get a little raincoat. So if you're trapped out in the rain, you can put that on your bag. You also get a little care booklet, little bits and pieces, and you get dust bag for the clochette, which is here. This is the clochette with the lock and key, and you get a full-size dust bag to put the whole bag in. So I usually just shove them inside. Inside a Birkin, let me just take out the insert. It's a big hole except for the zip pocket at the back. To be fair, I don't use the zip pocket ever, and it does have a slip pocket in the front as well. So there's a little slip pocket just there in the front. I always put organizers in mine. This one was gifted to me by Handbag Angels. They do amazing inserts. So if you are after inserts for your bags, please check out Handbag Angels. I have a discount code. It is not an affiliate code. I get no kickback from this, but it is in the description box down below, so you can get a discount. And I also put twillies on the handles of my Birkins just to protect them, because you are always touching them, especially this one because it is Barenia Forberg. The more you touch it, the more oils in your hands will change the color of it. So if you touch the handles a lot, you're going to end up with a two-toned bag. The handles will become a different color to the bag. So especially because this is a more precious leather, I am a little bit more careful with this one. And this one will scratch. Barenia Forberg is made to age and scratch and wear. So yes. All right, so let's have a look. So a Birkin 25 is a Birkin 25 because it is 25 centimeters across. And then I have brought in my trusty tape measure, because let's do the width. So the width across the bottom is 13 centimeters. So it's 13 centimeters from this side to this side, and it's 25 centimeters from this end to this end. You can see the Birkin does have feet, which means when you put it down, you don't have to worry about the leather on the ground or wherever you're putting it. So let's have a look at what fits in a Birkin 25. So I've brought my handbag in that I am currently in. Oh, and I'll open that up. All right, let's have a look. So we have the wallet that I am currently using is a Louis Vuitton wallet. It is not full size, but it is also bigger than a card holder. So it sits somewhere in between. So let's put that in. I have also got my Bottega Veneta key holder. This has my key fob for my car and my house keys in it. I'm learning to really hate this, and I want to do a review on it so you guys know, but that's where my keys are at the moment. I also have wipes because I always carry baby wipes with me. I have children. What else is in here? We have tissues. We have lipstick. We have hand cream because my hair, it's winter here. Well, it's coming into winter here. My hands get really dry in winter. We have mints. We have a compact mirror. We also have a lip oil just for good measure. Why not two? And that's everything that's in there, and a whole heap of receipts I've really got to pull out. So let's put all of that in, and I have Fendi sunglasses and my phone. So I carry a lot on a daily basis. Some of you are probably going, oh my goodness, when is she going to get to the end of what's in a bag? So let's put all of that in. And that, and my phone, of course, can go in. Put that at the back, and sunglasses. Now my sunglasses are in a massive case. They're Fendi, so obviously if you've got a smaller case, you've got no worries. And that is all in. A Birkin 25 will actually fit a lot. So it certainly fits all of that. So if I back up for a second, let's lay the phone down. I have also brought in with me some other things for you guys to see. So I've brought in a notebook. This is where I write all my YouTube notes about things that I've got to do or I've promised you. So it's quite a big notebook, and let's just push some stuff around in there. Look, it's in. You couldn't do, oh, I suppose you could do the Birkin up. I don't know if I'd want to. Yeah, I would say it would be a push to get the Birkin done up at that point. But in all honesty, most of the time you don't do up a Birkin or a Kelly, you just leave it open because the lock on it is really hard to open in a rush. So I carry mine open most of the time. So I usually just carry them like that if I'm walking around. So that does fit in there. So let's take the notebook out. I have also brought in a couple of iPads and my computer. So iPad mini, iPad normal size. The mini is going to fit without issue. So sorry, this is my daughter's. You can see it's got stickers all over it. That's a fantastic fit. Even in a case, you're not going to have a problem getting your iPad mini in. So if you catch a train to work, or you need to carry an iPad mini, or a e-reader, I'm not sure about a Remarkable. I'm not sure how big the Remarkables are, but certainly an iPad mini fits without problem. So in terms of a normal size iPad, so this is a standard size iPad. Hang on. I really got to take the sunglasses out when I do this. Move some things around at the bottom. And put the glasses back in. Look, fits. Does it fit easily? Not so much, but it's in. You could definitely carry it in that. It's heavy because it's got that in there, but it all fits. You'd get it in without too many problems. If you want to do it up, you have massive problems. So in terms of capacity, Birkin 25 packs a punch. It fits an awful lot. It's not going to fit your laptop for work, but it most certainly fits everything. Downsides to the Birkin 25, these handles. These handles. So you can carry it in your hand. Oh, trying to get it on your wrist is even hard, and it's not going down to your elbow. You are carrying this as a handheld. And if it is heavy, as it is right now, it's quite weighty, it's going to get hard to carry. You're going to struggle on a regular basis if you want to pack that much into it. So I wouldn't suggest packing these too much, because in terms of carrying them, your only option is hands through the top like that. So you're carrying it down by your side. You can't even just get it onto your wrist and kind of carry it out in front of you. So it's a definite downsize with the Birkin 25. The Birkin 25 is probably not a great everyday bag. It's not the bag that you want to carry for work every day. It's not the bag that you're taking everywhere you go if you want to shove a lot of stuff in it. It's just not. So Beautiful, beautiful bag. I love the 25, I've got to say. I wasn't sure I was going to like it. I wasn't sure I'd ever want any more than this one, that I'd just go back to the 30s. But now that I've got one, I really, really do love them. But I would never see it as an everyday bag. Depends on what you want to use it for, obviously. But you can see it does fit an awful lot in it. So that's the 25. So let's pack my 30 and have a look at that. So this is my Birkin 30. This was my first Birkin that I ever got. I love this color. It is the color of my soul. I am so grateful to have it. I never thought I would own a Birkin, but my husband was like, so tell us what we need to do to own a Birkin, to the sales associate, who was lovely, and hey, I got a Birkin. So I thank my husband for being so upfront, because had he not asked, I probably just would have always assumed that there'd be no chance I'd ever get one. So this is my Birkin 30. Love it. It's also in the Togo. This is in Togo leather. So Togo leather is quite grained. It is very, very hardy in that it will wear really well. It's not, you don't have to be as careful with it as the Barenia Forberg. And it has palladium hardware, this one. So a Birkin 30 is 30 centimeters from one end to the other. In terms of width, let's grab my trusty measuring tape, and it is 15 centimeters. So we have 30 centimeters from this end to this end and 25 centimeters from this side to this side. So it is bigger than the 25, obviously, clearly. And therefore we assume it will fit more. So I have a organizer in this one as well, but the setup is exactly the same. There is a slip pocket in the front and a zip pocket at the back. So let's transfer everything from my 25 into my 30 and then see what extra things I can get in there. So wallet, keys, tissues, many, many little things, wipes. All right, that's empty. All right, let's put the wipes in. Oh, hang on, this is a different style of organizer, so things aren't going to fit in the same places. Phone. Oh, there we go, got it. All my little bits and pieces, which in this organizer I can put in pockets, which is handy. Okay, so I have all of the little bits and pieces in there. I have not put my sunglasses in yet. I will do that last, but I still have a fair amount of room in here. So let's see. So this is my notebook. Let's put that in. Because there's so much room, everything falls over. There we go. There we go. Okay, so my notebook is in, and I could easily do this up still, no problems. There's still plenty of room to do it up, and I even have more room in there. So let's go with the iPad mini. Let's put that in. Yep, super easy. That fits in with the notebook. Let's switch the mini out for the full-size iPad. Yep. No worries there. So the full-size iPad is now in my Birkin 30 with the notebook. So I am now carrying a fair bit. This is getting heavy. It is heavy. Even now, if I put my sunglasses on the top, I could still do it up if I wanted to. It would stretch the leather. I wouldn't want to do that on a regular basis, but if I'm leaving it open, no worries. It fits all of that. I've got my iPad, my notebook, my sunglasses, absolutely everything that I want to carry is in my Birkin 30 right now. No problems at all. Let's see. Let's take out the iPad. Let's take out the notebook. This is my MacBook Air. So I've got a MacBook Air in here, and I carry it in the Louis Vuitton pouch. I think, yeah, it's going to be too big. So the iPad, the laptop is not going to fit in the 30. So at most you're going to get an iPad, a full-size iPad, and a notebook in there. So if you've got an e-reader or a Remarkable, it will fit in your 30, I believe. So that's not too bad. On an everyday, if you don't carry a laptop every day, this 30 will absolutely carry everything else you need. It's fantastic. I love the 30 as a size. I think it's a brilliant size. It holds so much, and it is my favorite size, the 30. Now with the 30, with the handles, you can get it down to your elbow. So it's still a handheld, but it just gives you that extra option. Like if you want to carry it and it's really heavy, sometimes having it on your elbow is far easier than carrying it by hand all the time. So the 30 handles are definitely much better than the 25 handles. So for my money, the 30 is always a fantastic option if you're not sure. If you don't want to go too big or you don't want to go too small, 30 is where you land. It's just right, as Goldilocks would say. So everything is in there and it's a great size. Let's try the 35 and see if I can get my laptop in that. So this is my Birkin 35. It's a special order. I was lucky enough to be given the opportunity to do a special order. It took six to 8 months to come in, I think, from memory. It is in black Togo leather and it has rose gold hardware, and I chose a beautiful pink interior in mine. So from the outside it looks like a plain black Birkin 35, but when you open it up it has that stunning pink lining, and you just get a quick glance of it in my clochette if you catch the clochette. So yeah, I love my Birkin 35. I love that it was made for me. It's a special order and yeah, it means a lot to me. All right, let's take all the bits and pieces out. It also has an organizer in it, and let's repack. Oh. Actually, first let's do the measurements. So Birkin 35 is 35 centimeters across this way, clearly. And then if I get my trusty tape measure out, it is, so it measures 18 centimeters. So you have 35 centimeters from this way to this way and 18 centimeters across. So it's bigger in both directions. You're getting more size in both directions. All right, let's take everything out and repack. Okay, there's a heap of room left. So let's try this. Notebook. Easy fit, an easy fit. Full size iPad, because if the full size fits, then clearly the mini will fit. So full size iPad. No worries at all. I still have a ton of room, so let's give this a go. So this is my laptop. Are you gonna fit? Yes. So the laptop does fit. Oh my goodness, that fits perfectly. So I have had to put it at the front, in front of the organizer. So I've just slipped it in the front before the organizer. So, and that you can see, you can't see the laptop bag over the lip of the bag itself. And we have sunglasses. So I have everything in here. I have a notepad. I have a notepad. I have my iPad, and I have a laptop in here, plus all the other bits and pieces that I need on a daily basis. It is heavy. It is so heavy. Like this. Oh my goodness. Like I would need to carry it like this, because if I put it on my elbow, oh yeah, I can get away with it. But seriously, if I tried to get robbed, if someone came for my bag, if I smacked them across the face with it, I'm gonna knock them out. It is so heavy. So that is the only downside to having all of these things in this bag, is that it has no shoulder strap and it is crazy heavy with everything in it. I think the bag can take the weight. I don't think the weight's a problem for the bag itself. I think the weight of the bag is a problem for you if you're trying to carry it all the time. If I took out the iPad and the notebook and just had my laptop in there, it's lighter, but it's certainly not light enough that I'm going, oh yeah, that's no worries, I can do that every day. No, it's still really, really heavy. So This is the thing about the Birkin 35 and the reason I don't want a 40. It's beautiful. In this Togo leather, it is heavy without anything in it. As soon as you start to put lots of things in it, it gets heavy very, very quickly. If you want to carry devices or laptops, it is going to be so, so heavy. If you're okay with that because you're desperately wanting to carry a Birkin to work every day, or it's a flex for you in your job, then by all means, it fits. You can absolutely do it. No worries at all. If that's what works for you in your life, go nuts. It works. For me, it would be too heavy to carry on a daily basis if I was commuting for work or if I was doing long walks to work. If you're not going, like if it's, you know, from the car park to your desk and it's not that far, sure, it absolutely fits, no worries, and it wouldn't kill you. But if you've got to walk a fair distance to get from your car to your desk, or if you've got to catch public transport, it's gonna get hard. And I think the downside to constantly having so much weight in your bag is that you are less likely to watch what you'll do with the bag. So you'll throw it on a seat, or you'll put it down harder than you plan to, or it'll catch on walls because you're trying to deal with the weight, and then you ruin the bag eventually. I don't think you're going to ruin the bag just simply by having so many things in it, but I think you run the risk that you walk past something and you're struggling with it, and you wipe it across the wall, and then all down the side gets scratched. I just think you are so much more likely to damage these super expensive bags by keeping them really heavy. That's the downside. So I don't want a 40, because if the 35 is already so heavy, then I believe the 40 will be crazy heavy. I think they might do some 40s in a canvas with a leather trim. I would be more likely to look at that than a full leather 40, because it's just going to be so heavy. At least in the canvas, it will take some of that weight out of the leather. So as a roundup of what I think's worth it, for me, if you're looking at buying just one Birkin, or you're likely to only ever be offered one Birkin at a store, you've done the journey, you know you're going to get offered one, but you have no plans to continue the journey beyond being offered that bag because it's your holy grail. For me, and this is only my opinion, I would go with a 30. I think the 30 is the most usable. I think it will have longevity. I think it's never going to be too big. It's never going to be too small for fashion. I think if it's in a neutral color for you, so for me, pink is a neutral. I wear a lot of pink. So pink is one of my neutrals. If you buy it in a neutral color for you, whether your neutrals are black or tan or gray or blue, whatever your neutrals are, if you get it in a neutral, it could be your one holy grail bag that you'll get a heap of use out of for the rest of your life. So the 30 for me is the perfect size. I think it just charts a really midway course, and you will get a heap of use out of it. And it's got those longer handles, so you can use it at least in 2 different ways. If you want a work bag, something that you can put a fair amount in, something that at a pinch you could really use as an overnight tote bag, then the 35 is where you would look. If that's what your goal for usability is, to fit a fair amount in, the 35 is fantastic. And it will fit your laptop in it. So it will be super heavy, but it will fit all of that stuff in it. So the 35 is great if that's what you want to use your Birkin for as a work bag. Go with the 35. I think you'll get more usability out of it. As we change devices, and if you work in a corporate setting, you know that, oh, there's a software update, there's a hardware update, here's your new laptop for work, or this one died, I've got to get a new one, to just allow for that option that the next laptop might be a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, a little bit wider. The Birkin 35 is probably where you want to be for that. If you have no plans to ever use these bags on a daily basis, and you just want something that is cute that you're going to nip out with, that you can put just the essentials in because you don't need to carry a notebook and you don't need to carry an iPad or an e-reader, or you don't care about any of those things, and you just want something cute that is still fits an awful lot, as you saw, but is just, it's cumbersome in the way you have to carry it. Go with the 25. If that's what makes you happy, then buy the 25. For me, I think it's a little restrictive if it's going to be your only Birkin ever. Unless it is your holy grail, that's what I want. It has to be a 25, and I know that I don't need to ever carry anything other than my essentials in it. That's fantastic for a 25, but if you need to do more than that or you want more versatility in it, go with the 30. The 30 has huge amounts of versatility. For my money, that's the Birkin. These are just my opinions. Everybody has a different opinion. Different things work for different people in their life. You need to make choices, especially when you're spending this amount of money, that are going to work for you and your lifestyle. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you should only get one in a neutral. Their idea of a neutral is different to your idea of a neutral. A neutral is something that will work with your wardrobe and your skin tone all the time. I have a lot of pink in my wardrobe. I've got pinks and purples and blues and pastels. I don't have a lot of brown and beige in my wardrobe. So while I love my Berenia Forberg, I love it because it is Berenia Forberg. I didn't love it because it was brown and that's what's going to go with my wardrobe. I loved the leather in it, and that was what was important to me. But for me, the pink goes with half my wardrobe because so much of my wardrobe is a tone of pink or a tone that will go with pink. Blues, purples, black. I've got a lot of black in my wardrobe. Grays. So pink goes with all of that. So it is a neutral to me. Think about your wardrobe and think about your neutral. Don't let people tell you that a neutral has to be gold or a tan or a taupe, those other, colors that everybody who buys Hermes says that you have to have. You do what works with your wardrobe. These are super expensive bags. Buy something that you're going to pick up regularly and carry because it goes with everything you have and that you love and that you see and go, oh my goodness, I just love my bag. It doesn't have to be a neutral just because it's Hermes. And in fact, it will be easier to get an offer in a color than it will in a neutral. So keep those things in mind. If you've liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. It means a lot to a content creator when you do hit that subscribe button. I'll also throw up my Instagram handle for you. I put a lot up in real time over there, a lot around my collection and my day-to-day life. So please come follow me over on Instagram. I hope wherever you are in the world today, you are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.